Hey guys, it's Leo Stargazer. I'm here today with our sign-specific weekly astrological tarot reading. This reading is for the week of September 10th through September 16th, 2023, and this reading is for Leo. Okay, really quickly, I want to go over the theme of the week, and the theme of the week is move forward, moving forward. We have two big events happening that are signaling this loud and clear, and that is that on Thursday, we have a new moon in Virgo, and then the next day, on Friday, Mercury, also in Virgo, retrograde, stations direct and starts moving forward, back through Virgo. So all the lessons we've been learning, all of this review process is going to come in handy as we continue our journey onward. So I wanted the tarot spread this week to really help us understand where we've had success on the journey so far, what was challenging on the journey so far, and advice on how we can move forward. So as I start my shuffle, I am thinking about the intention, and that intention is move forward. Moving forward is key this week. I've said it all a bunch already, but it really, really is. Everything is pointing to a new start, a start where we utilize what we've been learning and we do that to carry on. Instead of having to be in a constant state of review, we're actually going to be able to use what we've learned and move forward with it and move onward and upward. So let's hope the tarot shows us how we can do that. But first it's going to show us where we have success, where we have had success during this retrograde period. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, let's move on. What was challenging? 3 of Swords reversed. Okay, we're gonna need advice. What is the advice from Mercury retrograde? Stationing direct. King of Swords reversed. Oh, Leo. Oh boy. Okay, this spread is it's challenging. Mercury retrograde for us has been about dealing with reviewing our assets, reviewing what we own, even if it's just something we value within ourselves, or not just our possessions, but our inner assets as well. We've been in review about those things, and it's been challenging for me to really find value within myself and make sure that during this retrograde period, I have had to remind myself of that. And maybe you have too, and maybe it hasn't been easy. Let's start with success, though. In the success position, I got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. It shows me that we have had success, well, maybe not stopping the hands of time. We have had success at stalling out the need to utilize what we've learned. We've had success at not having to manifest anything from the lessons we've been learning. We've had success not having to move forward. I think maybe that means that we have found success in the journey of review, that maybe in this review process, we have been able to hit pause. We have been able to say, okay, Venus already stationed direct. I can't use those lessons right now. I need to just focus on Mercury retrograde. Okay, I need to focus on my assets, get myself in order, maybe my finances in order, maybe my my self-value, my self-worth. I need to really get that in order, and I can't do anything else until I do that. It seems like you've had success there. It seems, though, that what's been challenging is dealing with difficult emotions. The 3 of Swords reversed as a challenge shows me that we haven't let ourselves deal with deep, deep emotions. Maybe we actually just literally haven't been able to. That we know that in order to figure out our self-worth, this can't be a time to like hash out old trauma. That maybe rummaging around in the past and rummaging around in some of those more somber, more downer style emotions. We kind of haven't really wanted to do that. We've been able to put all that stuff on pause successfully, but Mercury stationing direct, so we're going to have to deal with that. And if you've been really tamping down emotion, if you've been really pushing some kind of nagging feeling to the past, that's not going to help you once Mercury stations direct to use the lessons about your self-worth. It's certainly not going to help you to use the lessons that Venus taught you about your identity and how love and beauty and all of that ties in so directly to how vibrant we are. You're not going to be able to use any of those lessons if we don't take the advice of the King of Swords reversed. And as I see it, the King of Swords reverse and advice here is saying, it's almost like a warning. It's saying that if we do tap down all of that and we don't deal with it, we won't be able to be authoritative enough once the wheel turns, because guess what? We can't keep this in reverse for long. It's constantly turning. So once it gets upright, once the wheel does turn in whatever direction it's going to turn, right now it's forward, which is great. This week it's forward, which is great. But once it turns, once things start shifting again, we're going to have to face things. We're going to have to be powerful. It's going to take an energy that we don't love, an energy that is maybe a little bit stoic, but where the power that is in that for us is that if we deal with these difficult emotions finally, maybe try to get it out of the way before Mercury stations direct so you can kind of just focus on moving forward. But we need to understand that side of us too. We can't just be big and bright and prideful and full of love and life, especially with retrogrades going on around us. Review processes have taught us that we are beautiful, we're powerful, we are gorgeous and passionate and loving. They've also showed us that we can keep our assets in check. We can know what's ours, value that, and use it. We've learned that from the review process. So once the wheel starts turning again and we aren't going to be so successful at kind of pausing and stalling, we're going to have to deal with these deep emotions because those deep emotions are going to give us even more power, even more ability to lead, even more ability to be authoritative. Because authority is about balance. Being powerful requires balance. And balancing the suits is important. We need a little swords energy, and that's okay. Because if we deal with those deep emotions in a passionate way with what we've learned, we can be powerful and authoritative. We can make the decisions, and we can lead appropriately. And we can lead not from a place of stoic pragmatism. We can lead from a Leo place of pride, warmth, and joy. But we can only do that if we deal with inside first. And we've been doing so much of that let's finish off Mercury retrograde so that by Friday, you've done the deep emotional dives, you know what that space is like, you can use that then and just be super powerful. Once Mercury goes direct, once it stations direct on Friday, after that, in fact, set your new moon, the new moon on Thursday in Virgo, set your intention for that new moon to be balancing everything you've learned about passion, about your power, your worth, with emotional intelligence and a forward-looking eye. So your new moon intention should be about balancing passion and intellect and using those things to be authoritative. That is what your intention should be on this new moon, so that by the time Mercury stations direct, you can just follow Mercury forward, get out of Virgo, and find some passionate waters on the other side. I hope you do. I'm going to try. I'll see you next week.